what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Mash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Mash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Mash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Mash TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Mash, man, for Paul Mash TV. Hit up Paul Mash TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. I'm Paul Mash, your host, of course, and we're glad that you could join us. And if you like this episode, you're watching this on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, and you'll always get the latest interviews whenever they become available. And you're always welcome to use the comment section to let us know. And we'll look forward to seeing you there. And don't forget, we have, merchandise. So click those links and buy some of the Paul Mash TV merchandise you see there. And don't forget about our Facebook page, facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. You're welcome to inbox us and like the page and comment on the things you see there. We'd love to hear from you there. And we have email, paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a fan, but if you're a band or a solo artist, you can use that too. And we have an official web address, and all that will be coming back again to you at the closing credits at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we have Young Magic from Seattle, Washington. And I think you're really going to like this guy. He's full of talent, but then again, who doesn't have talent on our show? So, and we'll begin to that in just a minute, but here's another quick word from ClickJam. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, it's interview time again, everybody, and with us from Seattle, Washington, we have Young Magic. Thanks for joining us, Young Magic.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. We enjoy having you here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started as a musician? I mean, everybody has their own story, so let's hear your story.
So I started when I was younger. It's always been a way for me to release. I've never been able to talk to counselors or go through releasing my emotions. It's been a way for therapy and for me to be able to get through things, hard times. It's been an outlet for me. I actually started, my sisters and my mom all were poets. They wrote poems for poetry.com. They've all been established, published, gotten certificates and awards and stuff, and they've been recognized. So I went to an online creative writing course, and I started doing creative essays, and then I started wanting to write a little bit more because the creative essays kind of sparked my interest. So I was always kind of into music, and I always kind of grew up around Eminem and some old school legends. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to write my first song. My very first song actually came when my sister passed away when she was 14. I was about 8, and it was really hard for me, and I was going through a lot, and I wrote a song for a dedication remembrance song for her to try to help keep her name alive. And then from there, I kind of just wrote a song for my mom for Mother's Day, and I kind of just went and wrote stuff about things I lived through or that I've been through that people can relate to. And then it kind of really just sparked up. It just kind of became a big thing. And then after my injury, I knew that I had a reason and a purpose because I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be alive to tell my story. So I know that there's a purpose for me on this earth, and I believe it's to give back, to help save a life, be a difference. Music saved my life. It's been a huge outlet. If I didn't have music and the people that I have around me, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today. So I'm just trying to give back to the people that, show homage and give back to the greats and give to the people that still need it and try to save people's lives and be a difference and be a change in the world. Something better.
Okay, well that's good, and I'm glad that you're giving back, as you said. That I know everybody appreciates that. So,
Thank you.
I know you said Eminem. That's probably one of your influences. Do you have any other influences besides him?
I mean, I have some of the legends like Tupac, Eazy, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. Then I have some new ones. I mean, Tom McDonald's doing a lot right now. He's pretty good. There's Mad Child, underrated. Hobson's pretty nice. I've messed around with him a lot. And then of course like Jedi Mind Tricks, Immortal Technique, Vinnie Paz. I like kind of like the real stuff, you know what I mean? Stuff that really like talks about a real message or a real meaning that has purpose behind it, not just like cars, money, drugs, all the nonsense that's polluting and brainwashing the kids and the younger generation. That's all garbage. The mumble rap, all of it's trash.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
like real lyric, real message, real meaning, has a purpose and has a point to it type lyrics.
Okay. Well, and I know I've heard some of your stuff. It is pretty good. I know everybody out there will love watching it too. Those that don't know anything about you, but speaking of your music, why don't you tell us a little bit about any albums or where you can find your music at? Is it all streaming? Is there any physical copies you can get? Maybe you can let us know.
Yeah, so if you type in Young Magic, all one word, MAJ1C, you got to make sure you have the 1 and the J in there. But it's all one word, Young Magic. It's on all platforms. You could find me everywhere. My first album actually came out in September of last year. It was my very first project ever. It'd been in the making for a while. It was before I did my upgrade and got my new studio and everything, my new equipment. So it's not very good quality. I'll even admit it from myself. It's just me growing. And you can, what I like to do is the before and afters, because you can tell that I'm actually out here doing something. Whether I'm moving in silence or people know I'm doing something, I'm actually trying to improve and get better. And with the before and afters and my old quality, you'll be able to see the difference and you'll know actually I'm trying to make it better. So it was called Rise and Grind. That's on all platforms now as well. I dropped that through my label. So that's out everywhere you can get. And then I'm going to have I'm going to have an EP and an album this year. My EP will be Cybernetics. It's my personal injury album. It'll be 2 years in May since my amputation and since I lost my arm. So it's going to be 5 major tracks about stuff about my injury and people can understand and kind of get a better idea of me. So it's going to be a little EP. And then on my birthday in October, I'm dropping a huge album. It's Magic's Life. It's kind of about my life and how I've gotten to where I've gotten now. It's tracks that kind of lead up to itself. So I just did a mixtape. I dropped it a little early because of the pandemic and everything going on. We needed a little bit more tuned and some positivity and a little bit more prosperity and a little bit something better for the earth with all the turmoil and chaos. So I dropped a little mixtape with various artists, various producers, some very heavy hitters. It's called Ensum, Evergreen Northwest State of Mind. It's very nice. It's going to be a very good thing. I mean, people are really liking it and vibing to it. So I think it's going to be a good project. And I'm helping, get features and doing features and collabing and just trying to show love, grow love, and network with as many people as I can as possible.
Okay. Well, I guess everybody can check that out on all the streaming platforms for now, I guess, then.
I have physical copies, and I can make them on the spot. They just don't go as fast as like digital anymore, because everybody's usually using the internet or something type of platform for music. But if anybody wants a CD, I have CDs. I'll give them to them for the low. Most of the time, I'm just having people cover the shipping just to get it out to them if it's not in the local area. And I'll get you a CD pretty much for free on Top Flat. So just let me know, hit my inbox or send me a message and I'll make sure I take care of you and make it right. I got merch. I got my own clothing line. I got T-shirts. I got hoodies. I got plenty of material if anybody wants to get any Young Magic gear. Magic's Designs Define to Shine clothing line. So.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm sure everybody else will be happy to get some of your merchandise, and we'll go from there, I guess. So, and again, speaking of your music, I guess in just a couple moments we're going to be watching your music video. Why don't you tell us what the title is and if there's a story behind it? We'd love to hear that.
Okay, so it's explicit. It is kind of X-rated. It's a mature audience only. I mean, it's got some censored words in it, some pretty graphic ones. It's actually me and my lady. So we actually signed her and put her onto the team. So she's the first lady or the first female to become part of Latency Records, our label, our team. So it's Young Cloud, and it was a cover. So it's actually, I bought the beat, but it's using Shoreline Mafia's Fell in Love beat by Astro 1K. I bought the beat and we liked the way the beat was. We liked the vibe of it and we liked the regular song, but we wanted to do our own little twist on it. And we had a little something we were going to work with, and kind of just one thing led to another. And we started writing it and it just fell in place and kind of just worked itself out. And everything fit how it was supposed to. It's like the beat was meant for the song. And so we ended up releasing it. and it sat for a little while and was getting a lot of love and a lot of plays. So I decided I would go ahead and do my first lyric video ever for YouTube. So YouTube had some more material besides just the regular stuff I have on there, something new. So I went and did my first lyric video for it, and that's what we're about to probably see right now.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get to that in just a moment, but we want to thank you again for being on the show, Young Magic. And if you have anything new to plug, maybe one day we can have you back on the show, and we'd love to have you back.
I would love to be back. I got shoes. I got plenty of material. I have links for a lot of stuff, so just let me know. If you guys are serious or you want anything, just hit my inbox. Thank you, Paul Mash, and your platform is amazing. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm blessed and humble as all I can be. I will definitely get your name out there and let people know about you and send people your way.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate that, Young Magic, and we'll get to that video right now. Here's Young Magic on Paul Mash TV, so don't go away. Be right back.
Smoking frenzy in my Benzie, hella friendly, stacking Fendi. Ain't no bitch like my girl Whitney. She the best thing, always dressing. Keeps me on my toes, but she gon' test me, test me, test me. Keeps me on my toes, but she gon' test me, test me, test me. Feeling whippy, feeling lifted, fire riding, we supplying. 10 toes down, we stay investing, always flexing in succession. We be sexting and undressing, deep in dark obsessions. Her pussy soaking, so much wetness, my dick so reckless, leave her breathless, never second guessing. You my special best friend, I'm so speechless, so damn breathless. Your pussy my dinner, lunch and breakfast. Put your pussy on my face, relax your waist, I'll murder that pussy without a trace. Loving your eyes, that's what I crave. Smoking frenzy in my Benzie, hella friendly, stacking Fendi. Ain't no bitch like my girl Whitney. She the best thing, always dressing, keeps me